fucking things about life, man, that I just fucking realized or had an experience today. Like, dude, you'll never not be who you are, man. You will never not be yourself to the extent that you are. You are the person that you are, man. I will always be like no matter how many cool things I do, no matter how many great things I do, no matter how many impressive days I have, I'll still be a fucking bitch. I'll still be a pussy. I don't care how much money I make, how many bitches I get, how much success I have in my life. There's still gonna be a piece of me that just is a bitch. And that's the beautiful thing about life, man, is that like you always are. You're always gonna be who you fucking are. Like, you can't run away from it. I think people get into so much trouble, like, you try to change yourself, and you do. And people grow in life. People find out new aspects. That's the thing, too. If when you're young, you don't have success, that means that you are only seeing one side of yourself. You're only seeing the downside. You're not seeing the upside. But it's like, you can't run away from that shit either. I feel like a lot of people spend their lives being, like, successful early or unsuccessful early, and then it flips. They become unsuccessful, or they become successful, and then they cut off, and they remove that part of themselves. It's like, dude, you are all of those things all the time. You never are going to get away from those things that make you the person that you are, the good and the bad. So it's like, I don't care if I'm, the king of fucking Europe or what. I don't care if I become like literally a fucking monarch in some new country. It doesn't matter, because you'll still be all the bad parts of yourself, all the failures that you had, all the mistakes, all the times you didn't pull the trigger, all the times you fucked up, all the times your words got caught in your throat, and all the times every time you said what you wanted to say, every time you really fucking did it, every time you really fucking did it, and every time you really fucked up, all of that shit is, you can't ever get away from any of it, man. So I don't. People who are down on themselves or going through a tough time, it's like, you look at your life and you're like, oh, I'm just this one thing. Dude, you're so many other fucking things. And then people who are in a successful point in your life, like, you look at yourself and you're like, oh, I'll never be those things again. So yeah, you are actually those things, all you are right now. Maybe not right now, but those things are all it composes who the person that you are, the experience you have. And people like, look, dude, when people are, it's a two-way street, right? When people are unsuccessful, they think that defines them. They think that they're defined by that state of expression, that part of themselves that they're expressing. But then, and they're not, because they have this whole other world of themselves who is successful, who is the exact opposite of that thing. We live in like this tension. We live in a duality, and it's like, so I mean, you express one and you express the other. Sometimes you express both. Sometimes you express some other. I don't know, but it's like, and the same thing for people who get successful, and then they like harden themselves off to cut off the pieces of themselves that they don't like, the parts of themselves that they would rather not have. I think that's literally that creates the fucking worst things in our world, because those people will go to any length to not be those parts of themselves that they think make them worthless or less. But it's like, this is what I said in my fucking rap, dude, is that everybody is an average of them. Everybody's an average person, because everybody's an average of themselves. It's the mean. It's your highs, your highest high and your highest low are a balance that makes you what you are. But you can't reject one of those things. That's when you fall out of balance. And it's like, whether you're expressing one side of it or the other on any given day, like, none of it doesn't have a distinction. It doesn't have a distinction between the two. I'm not saying one might not be preferable to you. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that it's like a beautiful thing, actually, like to see all of yourself for what it is, the good, the bad, the flaws. And I'm not saying this in some like fucking feel good way. I'm not saying it in like, oh, embrace your flaws. I mean, I'm really not. I'm not saying to wallow in the parts of yourself that aren't what you want to be. But I'm saying, when you do express those parts of yourself, don't fucking run away from it. Don't be like, oh, that's not me. I'll never be that again, because then you'll commit terrible atrocities. That's how like the fucking worst atrocities happen in the world. At scale, people think that way. And it's like, dude, it's just a beautiful thing. You get to realize like, oh, I'm all of myself. I am every piece of myself. I'm the success. I'm the failure. I'm the great talent. I'm the great embarrassment. I'm everything on that strata that composes what I am. And that goes for every person. Like everybody is an average person because everybody's an average of themselves. That's what it is. And it's actually a beautiful thing to acknowledge that reality, to look it in the face, to look at yourself, all of yourself, and say that's who I am, and to embrace it, dude. To be grateful for it because it makes you who you are. It makes you that's the full experience. That is the full experience that you're here for. We're not here to win all the time. You're not here to lose all the time. You're here for the whole fucking thing. And if you turn away from any of that, man, like I just think it's a damn shame because it's a beautiful thing to see it all.